Namaskar, friends. Welcome to lecture number 26. Today I am taking you to the banks of Tungabhadra River, where lies the auspicious temple town of Hampi with almost 1600 monuments, including temples, palaces, forts, etc. These groups of monuments were inscribed on UNESCO's World Heritage List in 1986. Though today we only see the ruins, but yet even the magnificence which can be seen today speaks bounties of the exceptional glory of the kingdom of Vijayanagar, which reached its pinnacle under the reign of Krishnadevaraya. He was a versatile genius and made his mark as a great warrior, able administrator, and a liberal patron of art and literature. It would be no exaggeration in saying that he actually has become a legend. Broadly speaking, the Hindu icons and temples at Hampi fall into two categories: the Shiva temples and the Vaishnava temples. Most of the Shiva temples here show Shiva as the Nataraja, with the power to transform and, if need be, to even destroy. We can spot the bull, Nandi, the vehicle of Shiva, positioned right in front of the temple sanctums. The largest Nandi in Hampi is located at the east end of the bazaar and is called Basavana. You can also see numerous shivlings with the sprout at its circular base pointing right at the north. A must visit is the Virupaksha temple, named after Lord Virupaksha, an incarnation of Shiv. It is believed that this temple has been functioning uninterruptedly ever since its inception in the 7th century AD. This makes it one of the, or maybe I think, the oldest functioning temples in India. It is also believed that Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati were married here. The east facing giant tower, or the Gopuram, with a pair of cow horn like projections, here is a pasteled painted 9-storied tower and is there right at the entrance of the temple. This is one of the most prominent landmarks at Hampi. The lower two tiers of this particular Gopuram are made of decorated stonework. Do not miss the unusual triple headed Nandi here. The second Gopuram is named after the patron, that's Krishnadevaraya, and gives access to the inner court. On entering this, I am told that you would meet an elephant who would kiss you on your forehead if you give it a coin. The most striking feature of this inner court is the central pillared hall known as the Rang Mandap, added to the temple complex in 1510 AD by Krishnadevaraya. As mentioned earlier, at Hampi, you also have temples devoted to Lord Vishnu, and the grandest of all is the Vithala temple. According to folklore, the idol could never be enshrined in the temple. You know why? Because the temple was so magnificent that the god refused, as he felt that the temple was way too elaborate for him. According to yet another story, after the fall of Vijayanagar in 1565 and during the arson and plunder of the city that followed, the idol was safely taken out of Hampi and enshrined in Pandharpur, in a town in Maharashtra. Vishnu, like Shiva, has several forms also, with Ram being one. Interestingly, Hampi has a mention in the fourth Kand of Ramayana, which is the Kishkinda Kand. The local folklore believe that the events in this particular episode took place at Hampi, where the Vanar kingdom was actually located. The pictorial carvings on rocks here testify to this narration. A close associate of Lord Ram is my favorite Hanuman. In fact, Pandit Jasraj in one of his bhajans says, Ram ko Ram banaya tumne. Well, there is no denial that Hanuman is an important god as far as Hampi is concerned and can be seen from two perspectives here. One is as an embodiment of extreme humility and devotion, seated at the feet of Lord Ram with folded hands. The other is Hanuman in the form of Anjaneya, as a symbol of valor, standing with his right hand raised above his head, palm open, left fist folded, and the tail with a lotus at the end, forming an arc around him. This represents a heroic Hanuman in an ever ready posture. There is also an Anjaneya hill here, just across the river, where it is said that Anjana gave birth to Lord Hanuman. Rishimukh Island is the place where Hanuman first met Ram and Lakshman. Malyavanta Hill, located almost at the southern fringes of Hampi, also has a temple dedicated to Lord Ram. The architectural ruins at Hampi are placed in the backdrop of a beautiful landscape with an admixture of rocky mountains, lush green palm groves, banana plantations, and paddy fields, each adding to the attractions for the tourists. The Yuva tourism clubs are being set up in various schools in India from today onwards to promote national integration and build on our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of Ek Bharat, Shreshth Bharat. So, see this as an opportunity to send your children to explore incredible India. Jai Hind, Namaste.